Now, continuing coverage of a deadly motorcycle crash involving a Mobile police officer. He turned himself in on a vehicular homicide charge Friday, 3 weeks after resigning from the police department.
WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy has been following this story since the crash last year. And Haley, you learned that the charge came from a secret indictment by a grand jury.
Yeah, it did. But that indictment was leaked to the former officer. Now the district attorney's office is trying to figure out who did it.
The moments leading up to the crash, when Mobile police officer Roy Adams crashes into motorcyclist Summer Howard in July 2024. Fast forward almost a year, Roy Adams secretly indicted by a grand jury on April 17th.
Roy Adams apparently got wind that he had been indicted. He did turn himself in, and we are absolutely looking into how he learned that information.
District Attorney Keith Blackwood says they have planned to arrest him for vehicular homicide this week.
And there is a process for secret indictments that are returned by the grand jury to go through the clerk's office and then to go through the sheriff's office to be put into the national crime database.
According to the crash report at the intersection of Mobile Infirmary Boulevard and Old Shell Road, Adams was responding to a call about a stolen vehicle. He turned on his blue lights and went through the red light at 20 miles per hour, colliding with Howard, who died at the hospital a few days later.
You know, the fact that he didn't slow down to ensure that the intersection was clear before just proceeding through it, I think that's something the grand jury heavily considered.
You can see in this doorbell camera footage Howard traveling westbound on Old Shell when blue lights appear, but no sound of a police siren. According to MPD's policies, officers are allowed to break traffic laws if it's an emergency call.
And that's for the safety of the public. You know, we give a lot of leeway to law enforcement because we want them to do a good job. We want them to protect us and keep us safe. I think that's what Roy Adams probably intended when he was responding to that call. But there are certain statutory requirements to protect the community when law enforcement has to respond to emergencies.
The district attorney's office says there could be misdemeanor charges for the person who leaked the secret indictment, and they have a few leads. Adam does not have a court date set just yet. In the studio, Haley Kennedy, WKRG News 5.